We break all the records at Gold Ore when it comes to the capacity of the various MACH reactors. So we have the very smallest MACH reactor, which is a fully working scale model, the smallest in the world, of 0.4 cubic hour capacity. From that size, ranging to the very largest reactors you will find on the market that have a capacity up to 2,500 cubic hour. And we have just about every size in between. So we have a 4 cubic hour unit, which we use on our semi-pilot test rigs. We've got a 15 cubic hour unit, which go onto small pilot plants. And the beauty of the tiny unit, the one that does 0.4 cubic hour, is that it's small enough and practical enough to be used for research. So I have a lot of postgraduate students at various universities around the world, not just South Africa, but in Canada and in Australia as well, that are doing postgrad, masters and doctoral studies on these very tiny MACH reactor test rigs that only need a couple of kilograms of sample in order to conduct a test. So when you're doing multiples of tests like you need for postgrad, or you only have a very limited supply of drill core, if you're doing exploration, this reactor comes in very, very, very handy indeed. Now, the other great thing, even though we have these standard sizes behind me, there are units that will do 300 cubic hour, 600 cubic hour, 1,000 to 100 cubic hour, all the way up 1,800 cubic hour. If you wanted a size that was somewhere in between for whatever reason, we can do that for you. Might take just a little bit longer because of the design phase, but we could give you any flow rate actually that you would possibly want. And also, even though the materials of construction has been sort of fine-tuned and I would say finalized in a way, we haven't changed anything for a long time, for robustness, for minimal wear, for long life, etc. We can still tweak the materials for very specific applications. So if you have an application in a very acidic environment or whatever those plant conditions may be that you may have a concern about the MACH reactor surviving it, we can actually tweak the materials of construction to suit. And this level of customization, when it comes to flow rates, the actual capacities, the materials of construction, etc., is unparalleled in the industry. The nearest competitive reactor size that you will find is 600 cubic hour. Now 600 cubic hour, we do 2,500 cubic hour. So we are way, way ahead of the competition. And when I say we're unparalleled in the market, that is indeed the case.